What is up, guys? I will talk about anxiety tremors, my experience with it, how to control them, and what's actually causing them. My first panic attack lasted 6 hours. I got every symptom in the book. I had the craziest adrenaline rush of my life, not in a good way. It's causing my chest pain, tingling, numbness, depersonalization, irrational thoughts, hallucination. I had diarrhea, horrible stomach pain, everything that you could imagine happened to me all at once. And one of the scariest things that happened was I started to shake, and this made me terrified. I thought I was having like a seizure heart attack combo, and I started focusing on it, and it got worse and worse. Started in my toes and my fingers, made it way up to my feet, my hands, and my arms and legs, and it was just terrible. I thought I was dying. I thought I was having a seizure. It was terrifying. It just added to the horror of that experience, the worst, 6 hours of my life. And this probably happened maybe, 7 or 10 times, somewhere in that area throughout the next few years. It wasn't something I dealt with on the daily. It would have to be a really bad panic attack for me to have it. But whenever it did happen, I literally, I was like, oh my God, this is it, each time it happened. So what's actually causing it? The biggest cause, the greatest cause, is going to be adrenaline. All right, you're having this crazy adrenaline rush. It's going to restrict blood flow to your vessels. It's going to overcompensate, making your neurotransmitters and your nerve endings are going to be overly excited, and this is going to add to the shakiness, which can develop into anything from twitches to spasms, and for some people, tremors. Everybody's different, so everybody's going to react differently. Like I said, I only had it whenever I had big panic attacks, but some people had it on, every single day. They just had this constant shake. You need to know that the biggest reason for that, guys, is going to be the adrenaline. All right, there are a few things that actually add fuel to the fire of that adrenaline. One of them is going to be a deficiency of magnesium. Magnesium is great for nerve function, so if you are dealing with this all the time, it wouldn't hurt for you to go to the supermarket and go grab you a bottle of magnesium and just see if that helps. I wouldn't go get a full-blown nutrition test like us hypochondriacs would. I would just suggest just experimenting with it with low dosages and see if that helps out. Another thing that you can do is, since muscle tension also is a pretty good factor whenever you have these tremors. They're not good for muscle twitching and spasms. They're not going to help with these tremors that take place in your muscles. So the tension also is going to add to the issues with that. So make sure that you do things like taking a hot bath. Make sure that you're stretching, doing some light exercise. And also, back on that adrenaline, guys, whenever it's actually happening, it is hard to control it. But I've read, and what I've done, exercise is the best thing that you can do in the short term and the long term, but the short term especially. You're gonna basically shake until your adrenaline runs out, and the best way to get rid of excess adrenaline is to go work out. And you might have to up the intensity a little bit. You can do anything, go run 4 or 5 miles and see if you still have the energy to shake. Probably won't. I'm telling you, that's one of the best ways to fight this is exercise. Exercise, I've always said, exercise and diet's like way better than antidepressant. It's going to do the trick. So you just got to get out there, do what you got to do. Do your favorite exercise. I love to jump rope. It's very high intense, like intensity levels, and it really makes me tired. So if I feel stressed, I'll do that. Another thing that might be leading to this is dehydration. Dehydration is not good for your muscles in general. They are not going to help you out with your spasms and twitching and cramps and things of that nature. Do you think that's going to help with your anxiety, or your tremors caused by anxiety? Because dehydration is terrible for anxiety, and 80% of us are chronically dehydrated. So make sure that you're drinking enough fluid. That's a way to help out there. And then in general, you know what I'm going to say, you got to work on your long-term anxiety. That's what's going to fix all this. All right, I gave you some short-term causes and some short-term relief, but anxiety is the big culprit here, so we need to control that and start managing our anxiety and stress. That starts with positive thinking, because if you're not thinking positive, you're not going to, develop and execute a plan of like dieting right. You need to be doing that every day. We are what we eat. We will rewire our brain a lot easier and, balance out our brain chemistry if we eat the right foods. It needs to be a high plant-based diet with lean meats, and make sure you're getting some fruits in there. Make sure you're taking a multivitamin. Daily exercise, like I said, is going to help you control that adrenaline rush that's going to lead to these tremors. So make sure that you are working out every day. Keep a journal. Practice meditations in the mornings and the evenings because you have the biggest impact on your subconscious mind, and that's going to help you rewire that, okay? So make sure that you're doing that in the morning and evening. Keep a journal and write down all your thoughts, your diets, your workouts, your symptoms, your goals. Write everything down. That's going to really help you out there. It's going to help you express yourself to yourself, if that makes any sense. Aside from that, there's CBT, therapy. There is ASMR videos, which are relaxing sounds. There are other meditation and relaxing videos that you can look up. So I recommend that you do that and see if they work for you. Join the Facebook group down below if you haven't. There's a lot of good people in there. We are growing at a faster rate every single day, and these people are great. They're sharing videos, pictures, quotes, their stories, their symptoms, their lives, and they're helping other people out. And I promise you'll get a lot of help by joining that group. Aside from that, please subscribe if you haven't and hit that notification bell next to it so you can get updates whenever I have my videos out. Like this video if you got some value. I hope it helped some of you guys that have been dealing with tremors out. And leave a comment down below your experience with anxiety tremors. If you've had them, how you got rid of them. If you're still struggling with them, let me know down below. And yeah, that's going to be it, guys. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you later.